All right. All right. Let's try this again. Let's try this again. All right, party people. This your man Griff, and on my way home from my commercial real estate closing. Today's been busy already. Had to get up early this morning to change the brakes on my brake shoes on my car. Pads, as they call them nowadays, brake pads. So I had changed those on the front. Those are doing good. I'm gonna teach my son how to do them. I'm gonna have him do the back. Um, Probably this weekend. Have him do the back. Actually, probably have both of them, so they'll both understand. Have one do one side and then one do the other, and teach them both how to do it and stuff. And then I had a quick one signature, one notarization run to do this morning with a guy about somewhere over there. About all I know, he was 13 hours ahead of us in time zone. So probably Japan, Korea, Russia, who knows? I don't know. Somewhere over there. But yeah, got that done, and then went down and got this commercial closing done, SBA loan. So 11:05. I've done a lot since about 6 o'clock this morning. Out here grinding and getting it done. So go home, eat some lunch, and then I'm gonna head out to do what I'm going to do. Oh, house inspections. Got a couple of those, and then I got an appointment at 3 o'clock. 3, then 5:30 or 4, something like that. Then 7. So I got all. I got all. Do I have all the documents for everything? No, I don't. I don't have documents for my 3 o'clock. I need to check on that. But I got documents for my last two, so get all that stuff done, and pretty good day today. Real good day today. Actually, that's a light day for me to only have 4 closings. That's real light, and to have such a gap in between them. But it works out so I can get these house inspections done and all of that. So there's still work out here, y'all. I keep sharing with y'all. There's still business out here. We just gotta keep putting ourselves in that position. Some of these companies, they want to act all funny style on you, but I'm like, that's okay. And when one starts tripping, I get blessed with 2, 3, 4 other ones that'll hire me and pay me, and not be out here, with some mess. It's just crazy how they're doing everything they can to find a way not to pay you. And it's going to backfire on them. It really is. Because I'm going to tell you, we have another rush, a notary rush. They can't keep doing that mess. They're going to have to come right and exact. And they're going to have to stop. They're going to have to get their act together. The notaries, I think, will come together, for us doing stuff right. But some of these nitpicky excuses, and I'm not talking about the legit ones where people are legitimately making mistakes. I'm talking about where, they just coming up with all kinds of excuses not to pay people over some small stuff that really shouldn't be. Nobody should be having a fit over. Nothing crashed or anything of that nature, but y'all have experienced it, and I experienced some mess yesterday, and I was like, no problem. No problem. I see how y'all want to be, and everything, so it was a slight misunderstanding, and they want to trip and all of that for no reason at all. And it wasn't even really an issue on my end. It was on their end because their client forgot to inform them of some stuff, and then they want to try to penalize me behind it. So people, these companies, they're like that. That's why I say, they're not your friends. They're just an individual or a company, an entity that you're working with to get a job done and to get paid. That's it. So that's it. So no matter how cool you are with them, all it takes is for there to be the perceive that you did something wrong, and they'll turn on you. You know what I'm saying? It's just that simple. So that's why I keep grinding, keep working hard to make to build relationships with people, because folk can turn on you. And there's some great companies out here that have the ability to understand and not, try to go at you and all of that kind of stuff. So I appreciate each and every one of them, but the ones who do, I'm at the point now where I'm starting to move on from them. They want to act that way, they act that way. There's enough business out here for everybody, and I'm gonna keep doing, the great work that I'm doing, and everything's gonna fall in line. And that's what I want for y'all to do also. Just keep doing, the great work that you're doing. Get good at it. Make sure you learn and understand your state laws, and everything should fall in place, and all of that. So, yeah. So I'm happy. I'm satisfied. All they did was just open up room for somebody else to pick me up. And after that debacle yesterday, I ended up getting a quick 5 appointments that well over took up for what, for the funds that I didn't make yesterday from that one order, So I made my money back, this month, despite that mess. So I'm sharing that, sort of vaguely, but I'm just sharing from the standpoint, don't give up. Go out here, do what you got to do. Know that sometimes people will trip on you, but you keep pressing forward and don't put your eggs in one basket. And, and just be ready to take on new challenges and new opportunities as they come, because you just never know who might want to work with you, who is appreciative of who you are as a notary and as a business owner. There are companies out here that understand what we do, and they understand some of the stuff that happens, and they're not out to try to get over on you. And there are companies that do try to get over, but the vast majority are not. They are really, legit companies, and they're doing everything they can to keep business flowing and coming in. And as you do this business, you'll come across them, and then you just let the other ones go. You just let them go, regardless of how much they're paying. They could be paying $200 a pop, but if they're going to be troublesome, just keep going, and everything. So other than that, today's going to be a good day. I'm happy, got my brakes fixed. Them things were thin. Them bad boys were thinner than my phone. And I was like, And like I said, I knew I needed to change them, but took time out, got up this morning, got it done. So I'm feeling real good about that. And that's a cool thing. And see, that's what's so unique about our business. Like certain things on the car, you could probably fix yourself. But then there's some things that you just got to call somebody to do for you. And that's who we are. We're the people that you just got to call, because nobody can notarize for themselves. So we got to put ourselves in a position to be called upon. That's what we have to do. And that's how you make money, is you put yourself in a position to be called on and then deliver. And you do those two things, be available and then deliver when they call you, you can't help but be successful. So just want to encourage y'all with that. Y'all have a good one. Get home, eat, and get out here and grind some more. And talk to y'all later. Peace.